Hello? Hello? Let me adjust my pop filter, everyone. Adjusting. We are adjusted. Now, on to what we have at hand here. Welcome, everyone. Now I've got the camera working this week, or I guess today, still the same week as the first stream. I streamed previously 2 days ago on Wednesday. That was the 11th. My first stream ever. Now we're doing the second stream, Friday. I plan on doing this Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So you can expect me to be there. Expect me to be here, there, here on Fridays and Wednesdays and Mondays for cars and bids and also car news. We're going to talk about car news. We're going to talk about cars and bids. So let's get back in. Let's get into it. Let's just do it. Let's do it, guys. I'm going to try to keep it cool here. All right. What do we got today? First thing we got this NSX. I'm not a huge NSX guy. I do like them and I do appreciate them as like an OG supercar and as just being a really great enthusiast sports car. I don't think it's actually a supercar. It's kind of an old school supercar if it is one. I don't think it ever was a supercar really. That I'm talking about it. Sports car for sure. It looks super because the mid-engine and all that, but it's a sports car. Porsche, not super interested. This is cool. I'm curious about this. These AMG GTs. This is the C, which stands for convertible. The AMG GTC. Very low miles on this with a twin-turbo V8. Hot V. It's got the turbos in the V. Hot. I guess because it produces a lot of heat. That's actually why they call it that. It is true. AMG Dynamic Plus package. So this is a nice car. I mean, with the Dynamic Plus package, I don't know what these wheels are. I've never seen these wheels on an AMG GT. They're pretty cool. Low miles. These are just cool cars. And I was thinking about it last night, actually. This is because I was actually watching Hoovie. I was watching Hoovie's video on his channel. He recently bought one, an AMG GT, not a GTC. It's a black one he bought. And his, of course, is a little rough, needs some work, but it is a cool car. It's like a German muscle car, a European muscle car. And that's just cool to me. That's cool. I like muscle cars. I'm a muscle car guy. I mean, I like a lot of different cars, but muscle cars are cool. And the idea of a European muscle car just being a more kind of sophisticated version of an American muscle car with better parts, tighter build quality and all of that. It's very cool. It's a cool idea. So these cars are very interesting to me. This one, 550 horsepower. I think that's about standard for those. The Dynamic Plus. Engine transmission mounts that are dynamic. Very interesting. I'd be interested to drive one with no dynamic transmission mounts or engine mounts and then one with the dynamic mounts. That would I'm really curious how that would work. I imagine it just affects how the weight shifts in the vehicle when you're driving, so it probably has a similar effect to like active dynamic suspension, like self-leveling. Probably less pronounced. Dynamically enhanced handling features. Okay, so it's got the damping, reprofiled steering, negative front wheel camber. That's so I guess the wheels are gonna stick out like that, like some of those guys who slam their little racers, I guess. They're modified cars. I have always hated that. I don't like it. I don't like it when people slam their cars and the wheels are out. I used to talk a lot of crap to people on Instagram back in the day when they would do that. And they would get pissed, because it was kind of easy to talk crap. They're like, well, that's not the way the vehicle is supposed to be, and it looks really bad, and your tires are not making full contact. So yeah, stupid. The tires. Think about it. They're not making contact with the road. They're not flat. Heated, ventilated, power adjustable AMG performances. Air Scarf. It's a Mercedes thing. I forgot. There's another manufacturer, I think, that just came out with something like this. I want to say it's like a supercar manufacturer. They have something. They have I guess a vent in the seat that blows warm air on your neck. That's what Air Scarf is. It blows warm air on your neck, and it's quite nice from what I hear, especially when you're driving a convertible. The Burmester sound system, you gotta have that. Distronic Plus cruise control. I don't really know what that is. It's probably some kind of advanced not self-driving, but like step below self-driving. These are cool. Let's see. AMG. These are so cheap. Ooh, the 4-door. We'll look at those next. We're gonna look at some AMGs, guys. We're gonna look at some AMGs. I hope that's okay. I like AMGs. These GT coupes are cool. We got a couple of them for sale. No reserve. Desenio Cardinal Red. This one is much cheaper. This has got 5 days. This has only got 3 days. Look at that. That's kind of interesting. I think it's because this has the low mileage, and it's got all these extra packages and stuff on it. I imagine these are I imagine the AMG Dynamic Plus package is pretty sought after. If I were truly in the market for one of these, I would probably want that, because I like all that. You like all that technology and stuff when you got a cool, advanced German muscle car. It's cool. Oh, look at Doug. There's Doug with his Black Series. Oh my gosh. This is the new AMG GT. I've got my opinions about that. The new one. I don't think I like it as much. Don't think I like it as much as the old one. Maybe I'm just not educated. I don't like it as much. But these dang things, folks, these dang things, look, you can get one for $60,000 for an AMG GTS. I like this spec too. I don't know, how do you guys feel about yellow cars? Put it in the comments below. How do you feel about yellow cars? Or put it on the, are you guys chatting? You guys chatting with me? Guess not. If you're chatting, or I guess there's no one, but if you comment! Do you like yellow cars? Would you drive a yellow car under any circumstance? For me, I would do it if it was a car like this, like a sports car, supercar. This thing's got 59,000 miles. I think that's probably kind of a lot. That sounds like kind of a lot for a car like this. But it is a Mercedes-Benz, so it's going to be somewhat robust. Wow, this one's in Grand Junction, Colorado, of all places. I've lived there. I've lived there on 2 occasions. I reside in Denver. I live in Denver, on the eastern slope, the eastern side of the Rocky Mountains is where I live. Grand Junction is the first city on the western side of the Rocky Mountains. Cool place. It's a great place if you like outdoorsy stuff. I'm really curious. I'm actually really kind of flabbergasted that this is in Grand Junction. I almost want to see like where he took the photos at. I really do love Grand Junction. It's a cool place. There's some weirdness to it. It's got a lot of old people and a lot of drugs. And kind of like a lot of homeless people and a lot of drugs for only having a population of like 70,000 people. It's kind of like kind of sucks in that way. But it's located in a very beautiful part of Colorado with many things to do outdoors. Wow, so this is I mean, gosh, 60 grand. That's a Grand Junction price for a Grand Junction AMG, I tell you that. I tell you what. Highly equipped. What does it got? What has it got? I always look. Okay, so you got the nice interior. You got the good leather. Dynamica headliner, whatever that means. Ambient lighting, very nice. Lane tracking package. It's got the carbon ceramics. Gotta have them. Gotta have them on a car like this. I don't care, okay? Listen, I don't care if they're, what are they, eight grand per rotor? It's something like that. I should know this off the top of my head. I usually know all this kind of stuff off the top of my head. It's kind of why I started this podcast. I know a lot about cars. I don't care if the brakes are astronomically expensive. For one, they don't really wear out, the carbon ceramic rotors. They take like 80, 100,000 miles to wear out with normal use. I mean, that's more than the life of this car. But if you're driving hard, they'll wear out. Especially track use, they'll wear out. Burmester, gotta have the Burmester. Sound system, very important to me. As I said, my last stream, gotta have a good sound system in the car. I'm a music guy. I like loud music. You know what I love to do? I love to drive nice cars, listening to like loud ghetto music, like rap. I like to do that. I know it's not very classy. I like to do that though. Very cool car. I guess we can keep looking at these AMGs for a little bit. Yeah, pretty cheap. This one sold for $57,000. It's an early one. Gosh, you can get these. It's just crazy you can get these for so cheap. I feel like this is a lot of car. These AMG GTs. They're just fast. The way I see it, it's kind of like having like a 911 turbo or something. Let's see how much like a 2017 911 turbo costs. This one's $71 for a 2016. $57 for a a 17. Let's see how much a 17 turbo costs. Porsche. 911 turbo. We got some. Wow, look at that. It's cool. Guards red. I know that's like a popular or famous Porsche color. I remember that color. It's a good color too. It's nice. Guards red. Let's see. I want to see. Okay, yeah, an equivalent Porsche with similar miles. So that AMG GT had like 32,000 miles. It was a 2017. This is the Cabriolet, so maybe not this. Here's one. Now that I'm seeing though, this is 540 horsepower. The AMG GT is like 500 something, 504 I think. It's got more power, and being a Porsche, even if it has 540, even if they were telling the truth, 540 horsepower, it would drive like it has 700 horsepower. How fast these cars are, these Porsches. It's kind of insane how there's just the Porsche effect. Same thing with BMW. BMW's got the same thing going on. Porsches and BMWs are just, they're like more than the sum of their parts, the way I think of them. They're so fast. They're faster than like what they should be on paper. A BMW that's 500 horsepower will just like rock a Mercedes-Benz that has 600 horsepower like all day. And that's just the way it is. Very interesting. I don't know how they do that. I think they're either they're either just, building their cars tighter or something, like the way the parts like go together, they're just tighter, so it's just more responsive and faster, or they're lying about the power. Either way, these Porsches are way more money. Way more money. Dude, this is double the price of an AMG GT of the same year. Would you pay double? Put it in the comments. Put it in the chat. Chat, would you pay double? Would you pay double? Just for the Porsche and for a little bit more power? I wouldn't. Well, oof. I'm going to say one thing. The Porsche is a different kind of machine. It's a different beast than the AMG GT. It's a more refined vehicle. It's going to be a more impeccable drive, I would say. A more impeccable drive. It's going to be smoother. It won't be as visceral and as fun, but it will be like efficient, like a cold, calculated, like killer. Like it's like, so efficient, but not as fun. Anyway, these cars are cheap. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. We can keep going. 4Runner. These are cool. You see these everywhere here in Colorado. This is just like the Colorado national vehicle. This and Subarus, these are just really common. My sister's boyfriend got one of these. It's a great car. For him it is. He wants a Rivian. He wants to replace it with a Rivian, but the Rivians are like $100,000, and I think he's got the cash flow, but he doesn't want to spend it. It's a lot of money, man. A lot of money. The Cayman, I could see myself driving one of these just because I think it looks cool. I've always thought the Cayman looked better than the 911 of the same era. Sacrilege, I know. I don't know if that's actually true. I guess what I'm trying to say is I've always romanticized these Caymans. I just love the way the slope is on the back. I like the headlight shape. This generation is just perfect. And it's just a cool little car, man. It's just like a cool little Porsche sports car, and I would just drive it. I would drive it. Okay. Okay, guys. Chevy SS. These are very interesting. Based on a Holden. If you don't know what a Holden is, it is an Australian Chevy, pretty much. It is a brand that is exclusive to Australia in the outback. You drive a Holden, drive a ute. I've got a Holden ute. I've got to drive it through the outback. I've got to get these kangaroos out of here. Oh, crikey. There's a couple of salties on my tail. I got to... there's a couple of wallabies as well. Got some wallabies riding shotgun if you got the stones for it. Some Vegemite. I'm going to go for some Vegemite after this and a couple of Fosters. Yeah. Then I'm going to get me... have you seen that Chevrolet SS, mate? It's a blatant rip-off of my Holden. Have you seen it, mate? Anyway, these are cool cars. It's just a cool... These don't look cool. It doesn't look cool at all. It looks like it just looks like a sedan. Like, just kind of a lumpy sedan. Looks kind of sporty, I guess. But the interior is just a lumpy Chevy of the era. Just a Chevy of the era, which is very unimpressive. Chevys just weren't very impressive, except the Camaro of that time. Camaro has always looked good. It's always looked good. I love the Camaro. Pretty much every generation. I like Camaros. I'm a Camaro guy. I think I prefer Camaro over Mustang and Challenger. That's me. 54,000 miles. Plenty of life. Plenty of life in this ute. It's actually not a ute. We don't have utes here. I forget this is an actually Australian vehicle. The V8. This is the the highlight. It's got this thumping, powerful V8. Power. Automatic 6-speed, that sucks. Probably won't really go for that much because it's an auto. If I were, I have no idea what these go for. Let's see if I can type it out what they go for. I can predict what this is going to sell for. 16.5 now. Before I see these numbers, I'm going to predict. I'm going to predict that this is going to sell for like 20. 28.5. Okay. They're selling for more than that, which actually is in line with my intuition. It's just, this thing's just bid low right now. Here's one, 45. These things are going for over 40. This guy's freaking high, man. He bid to 41, and he didn't sell. Seller's high. The seller's been rolling doobs. Been rolling doobs, seller. You think your Chevy SS is worth more than 41? Look at the market. Here's one for 28. This is in line with my prediction. I don't know about those wheels. 31, 25, 43, 43. You're high. You didn't take 43? You're high. Let's see what else. 15. Wow, this it's got high miles or something. 77 mile. What? TMU. What does that mean? Not actual mileage. What the hell is going on with this? No accidents. Okay, it's a Commodore. It's a Holden Commodore, mate. It's a Commodore. It's a little bit of a British accent. Sometimes it goes in and out. Why? Sorry guys. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, Tennessee not actual mileage title, which is true mileage is unknown. How is that possible? How is that possible? Sunroof shade, headliner missing. Okay, I see. This car probably has more than 77,000 miles on it. It's probably got a lot of miles on it. It's got a lot of miles. I mean, just where they're taking the pictures to. Look at that. Dirt in a grassy field. It's actually a decent house, in the background. Anyway. Yeah, these kind of have a big spread. About 30s, the 30s though. You can get one for mid-30s. It looks like you can get a solid, decent Chevy SS for mid-30s. So this one, it's got a long way to go in its bids. The GSF. Another cool car. It's taken us forever to get through these, but I love talking about it, and it's my stream. I want to talk about what I want to talk about, so I'm going to talk about it. How long we been at this? 23 minutes. It's not terribly long. One sec, folks. I gotta text my cousin. He's got to do a revision on his appraisal, on an appraisal. He's an appraiser. I just texted him. Sounds good. Sounds good. Here, where were we? Oh yeah, this very sought after vehicle. This is going to bring big money. I can assure you that. This is the final iteration of the GSF before they just threw it away. They just threw it away. How much power? 467. This car, guys. Let's see what the interior's rocking. Is that light stock? That can't be stock. I don't think Lexus put in, yeah, okay. Cold, okay, LED, yeah. I was gonna say, Lexus doesn't do that, bro. Like, Lexus doesn't, they're not that way. They might have, like, some interior lighting, like, now with their cars, like, now in, like, 2026. But, yeah, there's no way Lexus would have done something like that in 2017. I just know it. Because they're just, Doug has talked about this. These Japanese brands are just very conservative sometimes. And they're just out of date. They just take a long time and they kind of go on their own standards of you know how things work and how they build their cars, and they don't it's like they don't really compete with the Germans or anything. They just kind of do what they want, which is good and bad. 31,000 miles. This thing I'm gonna predict is gonna this is a $50,000 car all day. All day. Because these are just so reliable, and they are good to drive because it is a rear-wheel drive V8, but it's an automatic. And the other thing is it's got the really, really hated Lexus infotainment mouse thing that you know use your hand on. Which, to be honest, on paper it's a great idea. It's like, well, you know, people love using computers, use a mouse with their computers to operate that. Let's just put that system in our car. You know, just operate a mouse to use your little car computer. That's kind of what it is. It just doesn't work, though. I mean, I've never used it in a Lexus, but everyone says it sucks and it doesn't work. So I assume they're probably telling the truth. Adaptive variable suspension. Heated, ventilated, power adjustable seats, carbon fiber trim, cold air intake, Takeda. Hoi, Takeda. 19-inch. It's a cool car, 12.3-inch display. Too bad it's impossible to operate. These are so cool, man. It's just such a great looking car, too. I love the F exhaust. You guys remember the ISF? You guys remember that car? Remember the ISF? It also had these kinds of exhaust. But on the ISF, they were more vertical. They were less slanted like this, and they were more like that. Vertical, but still slanted. This is just a cool looking car too. I mean, those are cool tail lights. It's got these little like fins, arrow fins on the tail lights. Great wheels. Gosh, those are great. I would love this car. I would rip this I would rip out this LED lighting. I would tear it. I would tear it out with my teeth. I don't like it. All right, next. That's enough. M4, M3 Coupe. These are cool cars. Remember Thomas from Throttle House had one of these. I don't know. I think he sold it. Pretty sure he sold that. It's a cool car. I like it. It doesn't have a V8 though, if you know what I mean. The E90, ladies and gentlemen, is the best M3. It just is. It's the V8. It's just the best. It looks the best. It's the best looking. It's got the V8. And, I mean, what else? I mean, that's it. That's all you need. Nice yellow. Here's another yellow car. Put it in the comments, guys. Would you ever drive a yellow car? A yellow WRX? Would you drive a yellow WRX? No reserve? Would you do it? Jeez. What? Why? Why is this so much money? Watches. Oh yeah, we haven't done the, let me see. Have they done what they need to do to fix this car? Okay, they did the belt. Okay, it's not here, but they need spare serpentine belts. That tells you something. These things just kind of go through these timing belts, which I guess is the same thing as a serpentine belt. I should know that. But what about the water pump? Huh? What about it? What about the head gasket? Huh? Huh, seller? Have you done those things? Have you? Have you? Because if you haven't, I don't know why anyone would pay any. I mean, I guess it is cool. I feel like this is what these are worth, though. This shouldn't be more than $8,000 for 120,000 miles on a WRX. These cars are not fast, okay? 227 horse. It's not shit. It's not even an STI. I don't know. I guess I'm a Colorado person and these are just everywhere. I mean, they're not everywhere. This is actually, I will say, the best design of the WRX. I like the bug eye. So it is the best. Let's see. There's our Rivian. I preferred the SUV to the truck, though the truck is much more practical, I will say. Nice Beamer. 3 Series convert. Oh, nice Mustang. 68. Another hot take. I really like the Mustang generation after this one. The 71 Mustang Mach 1. I like those. They're cool. It's a big car. Let's look at this one and see if they got any Mustang. 1971 Mustang. There's one of them. Sorry, not sorry, guys. I like these. I like this car. I like it. It's huge. Look how big this Mustang is. And how cool oh my gosh, it's cool. It's square. And it's the Mach 1. What does it say? Mach 9? I don't, why? It should say Mach 1 on it. I think that's such a cool looking car. It looks European. It's very cool. It's a cool car. There's one, and it went for 23. How much power does it have? Jesus. You know, I didn't know. I didn't know that these cars were this detuned in 1971. I was always under the impression that we didn't really enter the malaise era, or I guess, we didn't really have the oil embargo problems until like later. Like 73, I feel like, was when cars really started to get slow. This one, it looks like it already was a victim of the malaise era philosophy. Giant engines with no power was the philosophy, in an effort to save fuel, which is like, it's just stupid. Stupid. I hate malaise era cars. 10 years, more than that. Dude, cars were so shitty for so long. They were shitty. American cars were shitty. And it sucks because they were so good. American cars were literally peaking. They were peaking in 1970, bro. Look at the 70 Cuda. Look at the 71 Cuda. I'm a Cuda guy. I'm a Mopar guy. I like Camaros too. And I like Mustang. I mean, I like them all. But of that era, I think Mopar was the best for like speed. Mopar was just, they were junkier, but they were fast, especially the Hemi Cuda. My dream muscle car is like a 1970 AAR Cuda, which was just the V8. I forgot the engine. I think it was a 440. I think it was a 440 in the AAR, or maybe smaller, because the whole idea with the AAR Cuda, do they have one? Do they have an AAR Cuda? Let's see how many Cudas they got up here. We need to look at Cudas. We're going through some cars Oh yeah, they don't call them Cudas on here. It's a Barracuda. When it isn't. It's not a Barracuda. It's a Cuda. So this is a Barracuda. This is a Barracuda. See how it's like it looks like a 60s car. It looks like a it doesn't look like a special like a fast special car. I mean this one does cuz it's got all this bullshit on it. But you take off all the mods, it's just like a family car. It's nothing special. But this is a Cuda, and I'll prove it. I'll prove it to you. You don't believe me that it's a Cuda? What does that say? It says Cuda. It doesn't say Barracuda. It says Cuda. Get right or get left, cars and bids. You got to call it a Cuda, not a Barracuda. It's not a Barracuda. It really isn't. I'm like, you think I'm joking? I'm not, I mean, I kind of am, but I'm not. It's a Cuda, and it says it on the back. My other hot take, I mean, this car, it's got this one particularly. I watched this when this sold earlier this year. This one's heavily modified, as you can see. It's kind of cool. I don't know if it's that tasteful. I like these Cudas that the 71 through 73 had this little front thing. Had this. See these like slits, these gills in the front. The 70 didn't have that. 70 just had like two grills. My dad prefers a 70. My dad had a 70 Cuda. He had a 440 70 Cuda, and he sold it a while ago. He sold it many years ago, sadly. Cuda fan. Love Cudas. It's my favorite muscle car, the Cuda. I love them. Love the 71. 71 was still fast. 71 Cuda was still fast. And that's why I was shocked that the Mach 1 is not fast. It's 200 horsepower. Shocked. Cuda, that's why I'm saying Mopar is where it's at, man. They kept the speed. They got the speed. Speed. This is a cool car. I have considered owning one. The Lexus Land Cruiser. Another hot take I got. Why would anyone get a Land Cruiser when you could get a Lexus LX? Huh? Who doesn't want wood steering wheel with wood, more wood and more leather? Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that? If you don't want that, then you're going to have to explain why. Unless you're just a Land Cruiser purist. Oh, it's got to say Land Cruiser on it. Or it's not a Land Cruiser. Guess what? This is a Land Cruiser, but better. It's better. Costs more money from the factory. It's better that way. I like these cars. 91,000 miles. Pretty low. V8. It's got the V8. Mark Levinson says this is just a great car. I think tires are the only thing this has got. Catback exhaust, lift. Okay. I've got a lot of hot takes today. You see this? Disabled. What you doing? Huh? What you doing disabling that? Now I understand what they are doing. They're saving money. The air suspension failed, and it's probably expensive to replace it. It's probably like $2,000 a corner, $2,000 per strut, and they didn't want to spend that. But I'm going to tell you this: if you didn't want to spend that, you don't deserve to have this car. I'm crazy like that. I'm crazy. Like it really annoys me and it upsets me. I guess, you know, where I'm going, I'm a stock maxi. I think cars need to be stock. I'm a stock guy. I like them stock. I'm like Doug DeMuro in that way. I don't know actually what Doug would say if he would actually replace this height suspension. He probably would. He probably wouldn't care because it is expensive. And Doug is I don't think he's frugal, but he's money minded. Um, I It pisses me off when people replace air suspension on vehicles, or they replace, advanced suspension systems on vehicle. For example, Car Wizard right now, he's got this Audi R8. You guys probably know who Car Wizard is, YouTube channel. He's got an Audi R8, and he's going through, and he's got to redo the suspension. And the struts for those R8s are like, it's kind of like Magna Ride from GM, but it's Audi. It's an early Audi magnetic suspension or something like that. And it's expensive. It's like $2,000 a corner for suspension struts on that Audi. So Wizard is not doing it. He's not going to get the OG. He's going to put different suspension on. It's not even the same car, the way I see it, if you do that. It's not the same car. It's not. I mean, that's kind of a crazy take. Yeah, I know. It's got the same, well, Jake, it's got the same engine. But Jake, it's the same chassis. But Jake, it's the same transmission. It's the same car, Jake. It's just different transmission. I mean, it's different, just different struts, just different suspension. Listen, suspension is important. It's not the same. It's not. I don't want it. And so what I'm saying is, if you can't afford it, bro, if you can't afford that new to replace the OG suspension on one of these cars, then you just shouldn't have one of these cars, because it's really doing a disservice to the original engineers and to the car itself by replacing, especially putting inferior parts on. See, that's the thing too. That's what really, I'm sorry I'm talking so much about this, but that's the thing. It's not like these guys are like, oh yeah, let's replace the old air suspension with like new, better suspension. No, they always put shittier coilovers or shitty suspension that's worse. I mean, I guess it's kind of the idea because it's cheaper. It's what the whole point is, cheaper. But yeah, I could talk forever about this kind of stuff. It really bugs me. Really bugs me. It's a cool car. Too bad it doesn't have the air suspension. Because of that, I would never buy it. 16 grand in recent service though. That's good for them. Geez, this is like, man, we're I'm gonna have to end the stream soon. Like, I got maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Oh, and M's. Oh my gosh. This car, guys. The M6. Love those wheels. Very BMW wheels. These are so BMW. So BMW. BMW makes some of the best OEM wheels. Just the best looking. I've always been such a huge fan of BMW wheels. I remember seeing like BMW like X6s and like, I don't know why, X6s. A little embarrassing. The X6 was like my dream car back probably 10 years ago. The X6. I just thought they were so cool. I just thought it was so cool. And they have great wheels on them. Great wheels. 19,000 miles. This thing's got a lot of life, especially if you do all the stuff that they need. You need to do your Vano system. You got to do your rod bearings. Just do your stuff. This car would almost be worth it, especially because these are cheap. I mean, obviously it's a lot of maintenance costs for these things to maintain them and to keep doing rod bearings like every year. I mean, that's an exaggeration. You don't have to do them every year, but you do have to do them, like, often. I would probably be doing rod bearings like every, I don't know, 40,000 miles, 50,000 miles in this. Maybe even more frequent. I don't really know. I'd have to research it. What does it have? 500 horsepower. So much power. So much. The 167M wheels. Those are cool wheels. What'd I say? I commented on those. They're cool. It's got the Murano leather. I was going to say that leather looks really nice. It's like perfect, that leather interior. Navigation system. Head-up display. Now, is it head-up display or heads-up display? I always thought it was heads-up display. I don't think it matters that much. Wow. See this interior again? Just because the interior is one of the highlights of these cars. Gosh, look at it. Look at this thick, sumptuous leather covering everything. Look at the leather stitch there. Leather on the dash. Look at this wood. Wood. It's very nice. Cool cup holder. Gonna put my coconut water in there. Drink my coconut water. Put a Spindrift in there. Drink a Spindrift in my M6. I like Spindrifts. I like coconut water. Or a coffee. Bring my cold brew coffee. I drink cold brew coffee. I only drink cold brew coffee. I don't drink regular coffee. I'm a weirdo like that. I'm weird, okay? It's the principle. It doesn't make any sense, I know. I know it doesn't. Bear with me. Carbon fiber kidney grills. Style kidney grills. What? Let's see your stupid kidney grills. Oh, yeah, they are. Okay, yeah, it's not even like real. It's not carbon. It like looks like, I don't know. Just a cool pattern, I guess. It's a great car. These, wow, tempting. I think every car enthusiast has always been tempted by one of these or an M5 of the era. That V10 is just intoxicating. The Vet. Panamera Turbo. I've been looking at these. A 2011 would be out of the question for me, especially the V8. These V8s had problems with like bore scoring and stuff. By the time 2013 rolled around, they kind of solved the problems with the V8 on these Panameras. But I like these because they are cheap. And I like the way they look. The reason why they just don't sell for very much, I think, is because people hate the way they look. And it's a four-door Porsche, you know. People, I don't know, people just don't like these for whatever reason. I think the interior is just my favorite of any sedan of this era. I love the buttons. You know, look at these rows of buttons. You feel like James Bond, bro. Like, it's like a James Bond, like, all these buttons, like, okay, let me press the oil slick. Eject seat. Oh, no, don't press the eject seat. Let's press the smoke screen. Speaking of that, you guys see that Rezvani tank that sold? Cool car. Maybe one day we'll talk about Rezvanis. These are great. I am a sucker for Panameras because they're fast, comfortable, stylish, nice interiors. Very good, very sporty. These drive really sporty too. Like, they handle so well compared to other sedans. It's a Porsche, baby. It's a Porsche. Porsche. Sorry, Porsche. It's Porsche. Okay, it's actually Porsche. I'll admit it's Porsche. That's the proper way to say it, but I say Porsche. I guess at this point I'm just doing it to piss everyone off. Oh. All right, gentlemen. Gentlemen, we're never going to get through all these cars. We're going to talk about cars forever, okay? It's just going to be, this is a stream that's 24/7, all right? All right. It's 24/7. let me fix my posture. I'm like seeing myself here. Jeez. These are great cars. I've done a lot of research into them because I've also considered purchasing one. These V6s are highly strung and they have problems. You got to service them very often. The motorcycle outside my apartment. I have a motorcycle. I'm a motorcycle guy. I'm like a sacrilegious car guy. I've got a motorcycle. I've got an electric car. Sacrilege. Yeah. The V8. You got to get the V8. If you're going to get one of these, you got to get a V8. What is that? It looks aftermarket. Is that aftermarket? It's weird looking. No, I don't think it is. It's just weird looking interior. These are great. I mean, 63,000 miles. I always say that. I always say, these are great. This is a great car. Bear with me, guys. I have to work on my speaking habits when I'm live. Wow. It's a cool car. I love these so much. 400 horsepower V6. I mean, 20-inch wheels. Bowers Wilkins. It's cool. I mean, it's just a sexy Italian sedan. Huh? Sexy. It's a sexy car, eh? And cheap. Cheap and sexy. I had a hooker joke for that, but I decided not to say anything until just now. I said hooker, whatever. What the heck? A GTB wagon? I don't even know what this is, truth be told. I don't even... Oh, it's because it's a Japanese right-hand drive. 96,000 miles. It's probably won't bring any money because it's Japanese. 265 horse, flat four. Twin turbo flat four is what they put in this. Wow. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of surprised because I think at this time they had the flat six you could get in the American market. I'm surprised they didn't put a flat six in this with the turbos. They wanted to do the four cylinder. Okay, GTB versus what? Potent twin turbo. Okay, all-wheel drive. Blah, blah, blah. Not offered. 17-inch Bilsteins Momo steering wheel. Momo. Isn't that the name of the creature from Avatar: The Last Airbender? Momo? Little creature? Like a little creature. Flying lemur? It's like a lemur. Big ears. I don't know. Anyway. Height adjustable headlights. My Infiniti had that. I had an Infiniti QX4. Had the height adjustable headlights. It was a cool car. It was a cool car. I miss it, but also not. It was a fragile car. Fragile. Where are we? 53 minutes. I don't know. Let's see. We're at the end of these. We talked about this last stream. It's a cool car. That's interesting. The brand new Pathfinder. How much is it? 19. Wow, 19. Trackhawk. Cool car. Another SS. See, this one's going for 31. It'll probably end at about 35 because that's what we determined earlier. Go for about mid-30s. You can get a good SS in the mid-30s, which is a decent deal. I think there are better cars. I think you could probably get another fast car for 30,000 or for like mid to high 20s. The Grenadier Ineos. It's cool. I don't know. I mean, it's just for a certain kind of guy. The Ineos Grenadiers. or the Bushmasters. Because the Fieldmaster, I think, is this SUV, and then the Bushmaster is the truck pickup. Look at that. Derp. Derp. Let's look at some news. Car news. What do we got? Honda. Honda's done, guys. They're done. Not really. Their electric cars are done. This is the very first time, I think, that they've had a loss, financial loss, in 70 years of history. The very first time they've ever reported a financial loss. I don't know exactly why that's happening, but it looks like EVs are partially behind it, and they are getting out of the EV space. Now, as we all know, the ZDX has been canceled. It was already canceled after 1 year. 1 year. The Prologue is also, I think, going to be canceled soon. Partnership GM. Okay, Zero Series come out. Yeah, these were based on the GM Blazer, electric Blazer EV. Here's this concept for one of their own electric cars that they were going to make. They're not going to do it anymore. Looks like the RSX is another Acura electric car that looks like that they were going to do, but no longer. No more RSX, and everyone's going hybrids. This is kind of where everyone's doing. Everyone's doing the hybrid thing. That's just where things are going, because I think people, they're not ready for the electric cars as a whole. Some people are, but they're just, the electric cars are still too weird. I gotta say, as a driver of an electric car, there were so many, in 2025, bro, last year, I would, be driving my electric car, and I tell people about it, my coworkers and stuff, and people still, I realize, like, people still, they just, like, the average person, they don't know anything about electric cars, and they don't want it. Like, they're weirded out by it. Like, they always would ask me, like, so what's the deal with it? Like, what's the catch? You're like, how do you like it? I think everyone just has it in their head that they just suck or something. and there's things that suck, especially relative to the gasoline-powered cars. Refueling, it is difficult. It takes a long time to charge, and the cars don't go very far. My car only goes about 300 miles. That's what it's rated at. But it really goes like 250 miles, which, to be honest, is fine for me. I'm not doing road trips. I mean, I do sometimes drive from Denver to Grand Junction to see my father. It's 250 miles over the Rockies. It's a lot of hills, up hills. I cannot get there on one charge as far as I know. I might be able to do it if I was driving very conservatively, but I don't do that. I go fast. That's why I have an electric car. Fast. So yeah, Honda's done. I think $15 billion loss for the first time ever. Prologue's going to be gone. ZDX is already gone. These concept things are not going to be made. Neither is a ZDX. It's not going to be made. They're only going to do hybrids. That's the news about Honda. 630 billion yen. 4 billion. First annual net loss in roughly 70 years. $15 billion charge linked to the restructuring of its North American EV strategy and writing down its Chinese business rather than operational failures. So this was a $16 billion charge. That's what did it. Electric cars. Straight up. There's the answer. Not good. Here's more about that Zero Series SUV. One of 3 vehicles. Global trade uncertainty, elimination of federal tax credits, accelerating cost cutting, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the tax credit thing I don't think helps. I think EVs were struggling even with the tax credits. They weren't selling. Even with the tax credits, bro, they weren't selling. So now this is just the nail in the coffin. No one wants them. They got to be cheaper. They got to have better range, and they got to charge faster. Those three things. That's all that needs to happen. I really think that if you made them cheap, if you just made them cheap, I mean, gosh, even if your electric car takes 30 minutes to charge, 45 minutes to charge, can do 300 miles of range, but if it costs $30,000, $25,000, or 30,000 way too cheap. But if it costs $40,000 brand new, like lower end, with some options or whatever, it's compelling all of a sudden, the way I see it. Put it in the comments. What do you think? Do you just fucking hate electric cars like a lot of people? What do you think? The new Atlas. I don't know why I even have this as a news story. It's not a big deal. But it's a car. The Atlas is a big deal to Volkswagen, which is a pretty good manufacturer. And the Atlas is like one of their biggest sellers, I think. So we have a picture of a tail light. I hate this light. I hate the light bar, this LED string. It looks out of place. Am I wrong? This looks out of place to me. It would look better if it was just this tail light, a light up logo, and then another tail light. This line was just added there, just for the sake of lines. It's a line for the sake of lines. It's like sometimes they'll do that with the fronts of cars too. They'll do like a light bar, a light strip, like a string of LED across the front. Who's a car manufacturer that does? I think it is Volkswagen. They did that with their GTI, the new one. It sucks. Let's look at some front string LED cars. Yeah? Okay, yeah. I had the feeling that this wouldn't deliver results. Some people like this stuff, though. I mean, literally, look, you can buy it. You can buy it. I guess you could put it on the front, on the side, on the back. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. Brighten your ride. I hate it. As you know, I would have torn out the LED strip from that interior in that GSF. Would have ripped it out. Ripped it. How long has it been, guys? We're an hour and 3 minutes in. I'd say we're about done for today. It was a great stream. Much better than last time, I think. I would say so. I still got to get my thumbnails correct. I'm working on another business right now. T-shirts. Been working on that. I don't know why. I'm stupid. I try to start two businesses at the same time. It's a lot of work. But, we're doing it. And I love to talk about cars. And I think we got our stride. I think this is I really do think this is a great stream. I think, let me know if this was boring. Let me know. Anyway, you guys have been great. All 0 of you have been great. I'll see you on Monday. Hasta la vista, baby. Till Monday. Jake Glassmeyer, signing out.